Hey guys, coming up this week on the show, we head back to the end, but this time with the latest Snapshot. Lots of new changes to discover. Joe shows us all what to expect. Also this week, we cover the Minecraft News of the Week. We have an awesome resource pack pick, and of course, your questions. All that and more coming up. Minecraft Me is brought to you by the viewers and listeners who support us on Patreon. If you want to become a supporter today, head on over to patreon.com/Minecraft.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Hey everybody, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show that is entirely about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. We'd like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. Happy New Year to all you guys and gals out there. 2016, I remember when I was a kid and I thought, in the year 2000, cars are going to fly and it's going to be so cool in the future. I'm still waiting on my flying car. I know there's a few out there.
Really think that, did you?
I was 12 when I thought of that. So, I'm Chase. That voice you just heard is my good friend, guide, and teacher, Mr. Joe Falvey. Hey, Joe, how's it going, man?
Good.
You mean to tell me, Joe, that you did not, when you were little, think that there were going to be cool things in the future, like flying cars and, just some neat things? You didn't think that at all?
I thought there were going to be cool things in the future, and some of the things I thought that would be cool in the future have come true, but flying cars was not one of the ones I thought.
Really? I thought, maybe it was Back to the Future 2 that kind of spoiled me, right? Everybody would have a flying car, and
by 2015.
That's right. October 2015
right.
To be exact.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Flying cars would be nice. Hoverboards, those were no. And the things they currently have that they call hoverboards are just completely stupid.
That's not good because
those are not hoverboards.
No, those are not. Those are electric scooters. And actually, not even that. I mean, I don't even know what you call them. They're not hoverboards. No.
Definitely not hoverboards.
They don't hover.
But right, yeah. The hover being an operative part of hoverboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dorito Bob in the chat room is kindly reminding us that the Back to the Future is now all in the past.
Yes.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. But the defense for Back to the Future is that was an alternate timeline in which Doc Brown was able to invent all of those things. And that's why, because we're now in a timeline without Doc Brown, we don't get those things that he would have invented.
Fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough.
I mean, look at Rick and Morty. That's another alternate timeline where he's managing to invent some of that stuff.
Just like our timeline that we have right now, Joe, where we've already recorded all of these shows. And we know already when the show is going to end.
Right.
Yes. Think about that one, kids. So, you guys, we have a great show lined up for you guys. First off, we're going to cover the Minecraft News of the Week. We got a few news stories. We're also going to show you guys the new end that has been previewed in the latest Snapshot. So that's probably going to be a part of 1.9. We'll talk about that. We have a resource pack pick that's been sent in by a viewer or listener to the show. And, of course, we have our awesome questions that are sent in by you guys. So, Joe, are you ready to start with the news?
Sure.
All right, let's do the news. Yes, news time.
It's time for this week's Minecraft News.
Is Minecraft good or bad for kids? An article published in the Citizen Times. Hey, Citizen. The premise is simple. Obviously this game is very popular for kids, and some of the worry is, with anything, not just Minecraft, but with anything, too much of it could be bad. Obviously, it provides some great development skills and social and engineering and planning and problem solving. But of course, with a game of this scale, there's some addictions that could be involved. There's a lot of kids and adults, for that matter, who play this game a lot. But let's just talk about the kids here, Joe. Joe, giving us the definitive word. Is Minecraft good or bad for kids? Joe, please tell us, definitive word, is it bad or good for kids?
I think the answer is more complicated than just a one word. This is how it is.
We just need a one word answer, sir. That's all we need. Just one word.
One
word answer, please.
I think as a well experienced non-parent that I am, I think that Minecraft is probably just like anything else for kids. It's all about what the parents and the kids do in it together.
Right.
If you treat anything as a surrogate babysitter for your kid, it's going to be bad for them. If you treat it as something to enjoy together, it's probably going to be good and positive.
See, for me, Joe, I think you can take
as another non-parent. We should add.
Right. Yeah. As another non-parent, I think, Joe, what we should be doing here is take the game, right? Because we know the game involves crafting and digging and creating, is insert some real life scenarios. So, for example, when your kid wants to dig up dirt in the game and create a big pool, like a swimming pool, you have your kid go in the backyard and do the exact same thing.
Force your kids to dig up perfect meter by meter by meter cubes of dirt.
Of course, yes, cubes of dirt, and then they have to stack it neatly. And
after carrying around in a backpack for a few minutes.
Right. Yes. But actually, I take that back. They have to craft a shovel first, right? So they need to punch some trees.
From a stick from a tree that they chopped.
No. Well, I'm just saying though, this game, like any game that we play in this world, we need to make sure we're also getting enough physical activity. One of my New Year's resolutions, Mr. Joe, is to by the way, this camera is perfectly situated because hey, I've put on a few, and so I'm trying to become more healthy. And kids these days, with more games and more distraction, getting less physical activity. So I think if you incorporate physical activity with the game of Minecraft, I think you could have a win-win situation. As we tell people to download and watch this show, you could watch the show and be working out on an elliptical at the same time or whatever. So there you go. Is it good or bad? I think it's good. I think the good, as long as a parent is involved, and there's so many good things. We've talked about it on the show so many times about the educational aspects, about what is involved with problem solving and redstone and advanced things like that. I think it's a good thing. I say we stick with it. What do you think, Joe? Stick with it?
I think it can be good. But I think there's a lot of other video games that can be good, and I think it can be bad. And there's a lot of video games that can be bad.
Yes.
It's all dependent on what the people who are playing it and the family that's playing it put into it.
Yep. Next week on the show, we'll talk about how Grand Theft Auto can be a great game.
Yeah.
All right, Minecraft Story Mode. Now, we showed this off at PAX, the preview, episode 1, and we thought you guys should give it a try. It is now, if you have an Android smart device, so Android TV, Android Shield, or even an Android cell phone, tablet, whatever, you can get it right now for a super cheap price of 10 cents, basically to cover the transaction fee that someone is paying somewhere. You can get episode 1 of Minecraft Story Mode right now for 10 cents. Really no way of knowing when this sale is going to end. I went ahead and picked it up because, yes, it was only 10 cents. I haven't been too happy with it overall, but it's 10 cents. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, you can. We were talking about in the pre-show, Joe, that you were probably going to pick this up and mess around with it on your Shield TV, right?
Yeah, or my Shield handheld, or I probably won't do it on the phone because that seems silly, and not having real controllers seems weird.
Yeah.
I think the thing to keep in mind is this is just episode 1 of Story Mode. The other episodes are becoming available through in-app purchases for more money. I think they're $5 a piece.
Yes, something like that.
And it is. I don't know if it's going to be temporary or not. It wouldn't surprise me if sales of Story Mode are not as strong as they want, and they're probably going to I would not be surprised if they drop the price on other platforms as well to try to push more people to pick it up so that they can give it a try.
Yes.
It does seem like episode 1 could be a good demo / free to play type
totally
intro to the story mode whole thing.
Right.
So it just depends on the platform.
Yep. 10 cents.
But yeah, if you have an Android device, any Android device, pretty much, it's 10 cents.
And honestly, even if you don't, and you think you might have an Android device in the future, you could always go get it and have it in your inventory for 10 cents. It's pretty good.
And if you do pick it up and you do give it a try and you do play it, let us know whether you like it or not. I had real reservations at PAX. It seemed like it was a lot of QuickTime events and super, super pushed storyline type thing, even though we only got to play it for a few minutes. I have not tried. I don't have it on any platforms. Well, now I have it on Android. I didn't have it on any platforms, but I will check it out, and it'll be interesting to see. But I think I think it's going to be all QuickTime events, which, if you know anything about any of the games that I've played in the past, I hate that.
Yes.
It will ruin a game for me pretty much instantaneously.
So, over the Christmas holiday break, Joe, did you do anything fun? You probably played some Grand Theft Auto, some Minecraft, some other games.
Just Cause 3.
Just Cause 3. Any building projects at all in the world of Minecraft?
No, not in the world.
No.
I had a mini tricopter I was planning on building, and I just didn't.
Now, we've seen some epic creations. We've seen parts of the country of Australia made in the world of Minecraft. We've seen AT&T Park from our community made in the world of Minecraft. The ship Voyager in the Star Trek world made in Minecraft. What about an entire city to 1/4 scale? The city of Chicago made in the world of Minecraft. Now, I've been trying to find stories of who actually made this city. I don't know if it was Damsocks who did it or not. But as you can see, this is a 1/4 size scale city replica built in the world of Minecraft. And this is we'll have a link in the show notes if you want to check these out. But as you can see, it almost feels like, to me, like Sim City, just looking at it from above and seeing the roads and stuff. But obviously, I don't know how accurate this is because I'm not from Chicago. But man, this is just amazing to me. Obviously done in creative mode. And obviously when it's a nice day and not windy and, not snowy or anything like that. But just looks phenomenal. Looks great. And
yeah, there's the original post for this that I found is a guy, Luke P323 on Reddit, actually posted this, said he'd been working on it for about a year.
Wow.
And he does have a download available for it to check out. So we might have to pull that and give it a look-see, even though we don't really know what Chicago looks like.
That's right. Be like, oh, wait, I recognize that. That's the Willis Tower. Otherwise known. Well, no, it's the Willis Tower.
It should be the Sears Tower.
Well, I know, but it's the Willis.
The Hancock building should be in there too somewhere.
That's right. What about that? Is that like
the silvery egg thing?
The silvery egg thing here?
I have no idea.
Whatever that's called.
It's a some sort of a art thing.
Art-y thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So there you go. That's our news for this week. How do you segue from that? I have no idea. But that is our news for this week. Now, want to remind all you guys and gals that this show is supported by you who go over to patreon.com/Minecraft. Now, I want to talk to you guys a minute about this because, obviously, we were gone for a bit. We're back now. We have no intentions in going anywhere. However, doing the show does cost some funds, and as much as I would love to do everything for free and have servers paid for free and all that fun jazz, sometimes you just can't do that. You can't barter. You try your best. You try to say, "Hey, I'll do this for you," and they'd be like, "Who are you?" So here's the deal, you guys. If you like our show about Minecraft, if you support the community, if you like our server, if you like the fast downloads of the show, if you like everything there is about what we do on this show, consider becoming a Patreon today. Now, you might be wondering, what is Patreon? Well, it is a website that you can go and sign up on to support our show. And when you do support our show on Patreon, what that basically means is you will get credit for supporting us Your money goes to support our show. And then in return, what we do is we hook you up with some awesome rewards. So at the bottom here, if you sign up for the dollar level, what we do is we list you on our website after every episode post, and you get our thanks. You also get a Patreon level in the chat room in the server. So when you're playing and you're chatting with people see that, yes, you are supporting the show. If every person that downloaded our show supported at $1 or more per month, that's all we would ever need, to be bluntly honest. We're not trying to, make a profit on the show. All we're trying to do is cover the costs of the show, meaning the server. And that's really the biggest cost of what we have is the server. When we have high levels of contributions to the show, we return that with perks like a Patreon games every month and other specials and that sort of thing. If you decide to support us at a higher level, we have Feed the Beast that you can support us on as well. So we have a server set aside just for you guys who support us at $10 or more per month, and you get Feed the Beast access and other huge perks like creative map access and much more. So if you'd like to support us, and we really do need your support, head over to patreon.com/Minecraft. Consider signing up today. $1 a month, as they say, is all we ask. We'll have one of those commercials, and we'll have Sarah McLachlan singing in the background. And we'll have sad pictures of Minecraft characters, fading in and out. You know that song, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Patreon.com.
Sarah McLachlan.
McLaughlin. Did I say that wrong?
You said McLaughlin, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I
only know because there's like McLaughlin is a big name in the Portland area.
Okay.
I think in all of the Pacific Northwest.
So thank you for supporting us. Patreon.com/Minecraft is the website to head over to, sign up, and support us today. Sign up at the $1 a month per level, 25 cents an episode. That's really all we ask, and we thank you for all you guys who support us there. So, Joe, we're going to be heading back to the end, right? And this time it's different?
Yeah, there's some big differences in the end. There's still the dragon, of course. And there's still some other, similar things, end blocks and stone. That's what it is. So there's still a lot of similarities, but they've added a lot to it. They've really changed how some of it works. And we're going to take a look at some of that, see how it goes, and hopefully discover a few new things and kind of cool things in the end.
All right, let's do it right now. This doesn't look very different to me.
Right, we're still in the overworld. We haven't gone to the end at this point. I wanted to start out by showing this. This is the
it's a floating orb.
These are end crystals. So remember, dragons used to, or they were recharged health-wise from these things. Dragon would fly around, and
totally.
you had to destroy all these things. So they're still there. The difference is now you actually can craft one. You can craft one of these things using some glass blocks, a gas tier, and an eye of ender. They're kind of cool. I have this one just floating in the air. You actually have to place them above an obsidian block. Above an obsidian block, which I placed and then removed because you don't have to have it once you place it. There are some kind of cool things about it. It can't be destroyed by explosives. So if I put a block of TNT underneath it, it wouldn't do anything. But you should probably stand back. You notice the dirt instead of the grass around this?
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you do destroy it...
Whoa, that did hurt. Ow.
Yeah, it blows up. It makes kind of a big explosion, which is really cool. So they're kind of cool. But they are totally craftable now. They do have a couple, I think they will have some more uses. I don't know all of the uses at this point, but yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's pretty epic explosion there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to this is a world that we've used a couple times. I've already scoped out some areas. I'm going to head over to where the end portal is now.
All right.
And bring you here.
So like any good cooking show, we're going to already say that we worked so hard and we found.
Yeah, exactly.
This took us months for us to do.
Yeah.
Even though the snapshot just came out. Took us a long time, and we slaved away, and here we are.
So here we are. Here we're on the surface. This is directly above. Well, wait. Jump. Just jump.
I can't move.
Okay,
There we go.
There you go.
Hey,
All right.
hi.
So this is where I found the end portal at sort of and of course we've done how to find the end portal in the past. If we go a little ways away, you throw an ender eye or an eye of ender, and when it just kind of falls to the ground, you know you're in the right block or the right chunk. You can see if you come over here, you can see when I shoot it, you'll see it kind of fly up into the sky. Oh, come on. There it goes.
Oh.
It'll point in the direction that the end portal is in, and once you get there, you basically just dig and try to find it. So,
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Huh.
All right. So,
All right.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and head down to, because it's always underground. We're gonna head down to the end portal. What I would do is
You just,
jump down the middle. You'll see green slime. Just hold shift as you go down.
and I died.
Never mind. Well, that
Nice
All
tip.
right, here. I'll just bring you over here.
Nice tip.
When you jump down onto,
That was a great tip.
maybe you're not supposed to hold shift. Maybe if you just jump, you're fine. Yeah. Oh well. I've always been holding shift because I don't like to bounce them.
I'm still in the darkness.
Let's try this again. Let's bring you up over here.
There you are. I'm here.
So I'm gonna see if don't hold shift this time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See. Okay. Now hold shift once you get a couple bounces into you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it hurt then, but
Yeah, because it was like me hitting pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So come on in through here. So this is how you'll find an end portal, or this is where you'll find an end portal. You'll find it surrounded in this kind of room. There's usually a silverfish spawner. I deleted that. I killed it because it was annoying.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then the portal won't be running. You have to put in all of these and eye of enders around the outside.
Right. So you
all these
need to
blocks
have
normally
12
are
of
just
them.
yeah, they're normally just empty like that, and you just have your eye of ender. You put it in there, and once you fill up the last one, it'll create a portal. So then you drop into the portal, and we're now in the end. Doesn't it sound nice?
Sounds
You know what?
so
I'm
good.
gonna do this for you real quick.
You're gonna
we're
give
need
me
this
some
anyway.
stuff?
I'm gonna game mode you over to creative. Just
Okay.
yeah, okay, you're in creative now. So that'll make it a little easier. So normally, you see the towers over here. They look kind of familiar. This is where the dragon would be flying around. I went ahead and
Let me
killed
make
the
sure
dragon
my
before the
brightness is up real quick here.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it is.
And-
It's just darker than
It
I
is.
remember.
It is awfully dark, and the background sky is kind of weird. But what's really cool is once you, we can just fly over there at this point. There's no reason. Once you kill the dragon, you get the return portal as normal. But what's new is if you look, I only found one. It's over here. You see this thing? If you
Yeah.
fly up to it, don't break anything. But if you fly up to it, you
What
see
the-
how the middle block is kind of funny looking?
That's
like that-
disorienting,
like that
man.
Yeah, it is. It's really weird. What we're going to do is here, I'm going to throw you a... Oop, missed. Oh, stop moving. All right. Okay, grab that. Did you get that?
No.
You didn't get that. All right, fine. Come on over here. Grab that.
Okay.
That's an ender pearl. Remember what you can do with ender pearls? You can teleport with them.
Right.
You look somewhere and throw it, and it'll fly you out there.
Yep.
See? And it's pretty cool. So what you can do is when you find these, after you kill a dragon...
But how would
Because
you
one thing
throw it
that's
from way
different-
down there, man? That's like...
Well, you got to be a good shot. One thing that's different is now the end has multiple islands. So this is just the main home island. There are more islands, but they're about 1,000 blocks away. There's about 1,000 block dead space between the home island and the other islands. These will get you to the other island. So all you got to do is throw your ender pearl into it.
Whoa.
There you go. See, now we're on a completely different place. And if you look up, now there's a return block, same exact design up above that we can use to go back to the home island.
Wow.
So now if you look around, this is a little different from what you're used to in the end. These are chorus plants,
Chorus.
which is, chorus. If you go up to one and middle click on it, you'll see the name, and you'll get the block. See, chorus plant. And at the top of a chorus plant is a chorus flower.
Got it.
And these are kind of like cactus, where if you come down, and I'm gonna set your game mode back to survival, and hopefully nothing will kill you. If you destroy the bottom one, go ahead and try to break the bottom block.
Whoa.
The whole thing comes down just like cactus.
Right.
And it drops these chorus fruit, I think is what they
Yeah.
are. Yeah. So these are new. They have a lot of uses. Let's see if I can remember what they are. Chorus fruit. They are used to create a new kind of block. They're actually used more like an ink. And I don't know if we're going to find any of those here. I didn't scope out this area. I actually went to a different area that had what we were looking for. And I'm going to head over there now and bring you with me in just a minute.
Now, I'm being told to eat one. Grim in the chat is telling me I should eat the fruit.
That seems safe.
Okay. Whoa. What happened?
It looks like he got teleported? No, I don't know what happened.
I did get teleported.
Huh.
I should eat one again.
Yeah, go ahead and eat one again. See what happens.
What?
Yeah, you got teleported.
Hey.
But not very far.
Yeah, and I got full health. I feel good now, and I jumped a few blocks. Nice. Okay. Works for me.
Yeah. So okay. So that's the point of that is you don't get teleported very far, but it is a way to go a distance, and it's a good way to avoid a super long fall because it will teleport you from where you are in the air to the floor. So if you are like jumping into a cavern and you don't want to deal with landing and dying, if you jump over the edge and eat the fruit while you're in the air, you'll land on the floor a few blocks away. Sometimes you might take damage, other times you'll take no damage.
You got to eat quickly.
Well, or have it be a deep ravine.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so I'm going to set you back to creative so we can go over here because this is what I really wanted to show is these are the new, and what do they call these? Castles and houses, villages, and villages. I think they call them villages. And you'll start to see it appear as we get a little closer.
Wow.
So this one, I was fortunate, was the first one I found. And it has, notice how it's the main building itself, and then there's a ship off to the side.
Okay. Wow.
The ships don't always appear, but they do frequently. I'm sorry, they're calling them end cities. There's a lot of stuff in these end cities. There's a lot of really good things in here to pick up. One thing to first notice is, see the funny block? Actually, these blocks. These are purpur blocks.
Purpur. Whoa.
If you ignore that. If you middle click on one of these,
Ignore what?
you'll see the noise. If you middle click on one of these, you'll see they're a standard block just like anything else.
Last words.
You can use them for any kind of building you want, and these are what you can craft with the popped chorus fruit. So I'm gonna set you back to survival just real quick. I kind of want to see. Oh yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Huh.
What the?
Look at that. I wasn't sure what they were gonna do.
Hey, what? Whoa. What's it doing?
So those are skulkers.
Whoa. Ow. Why am I floating?
I don't know. All right, you're back in creative
Yeah,
now,
but
so they can't kill you.
Yeah, but what's
Hit E. See what? Oh, never mind. Too late.
what's going
so
on?
The skulkers are a new creature that are only in the end.
Tell me about these things, man. I'm freaking out, man.
So they're pretty cool. They're spawned in end cities, and they will drop just like anything else. They'll drop experience. They're supposed to look similar to a purpur block. I mean, they're the same sort of color. But they are everywhere, and you'll see them. Actually, if you come up here and look at this, just stand next to it, you'll see it pop open every once in a while, and you'll actually see the creature inside. The block is more like a shell. See?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they make funny noises. So, but you'll see a lot of those. Those are going to be all over the place as we go through the city.
So they
going
live,
up.
They live in there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they live. You'll see them in doorways. You'll see them all over the place. I'm not gonna bother doing all the parkour junk to get around this because we're terrible at that. But you'll see them all over the place. So this whole thing is made up of different per blocks, per
What's this
types
thing?
of blocks. These are end rods. I'm not exactly sure what they are, other than decorative. I think they maybe do something, but I'm not sure, to be honest. They can be crafted using popcorn fruit with it produces white particles. Oh, it's a lighting source. Okay. So it's basically just a replacement for the torch, and they do last forever. Here's another one of those shulkers. I think I'm saying that.
And do they just randomly come open?
Yeah, they just kind of, that's part of their what they do when they're just sitting around. They make great noises though, don't they?
That's stellar.
I'm trying to find a set of chests. Here we go. So just fly all the way up that.
Okay, wow.
So inside these end cities, you'll find a bunch of chests. You got to kind of explore them to find all the chests. But these chests hold some really nice stuff. Open the chest on the left. Okay. And you'll see it's got a bunch of iron. You don't take any of it, but a bunch of iron, some emeralds, a chest plate. Some nice gear, enchanted shovel and enchanted chest plate. If you look in the right one, you'll see enchanted diamond shovel, some enchanted chest plates, enchanted helmet, diamond horse armor, which of course is kind of hard to come by in an enchanted sword.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. And there's a few sets of this sort of stuff throughout the end city. And if you come all the way up, you can see you can get onto the roof. You get a really good view of this part of the end, and you can see the forest of whatever the heck those trees are called. I'm terrible at names. Awful. I'll get it in like 2 years when we spend a lot of time in the end. So let's go over and check out the ship though. The ship is really cool too. So the ship is the same sort of idea.
So to get to the ship, do you have to throw an ender pearl over there to get over to it, basically, or build up to it, essentially?
Yeah, you got to figure out how to get there on your own. I mean, we're flying, but we're cheating. So the ship doesn't always spawn. Sometimes does. It will have these soldiers on it as well. You can see there's one on the back there. So it just popped open and made a bunch of growly noises.
So weird.
On the front of the ship, you'll find a dragon head.
Oh, wow.
See? And of course the dragon head you can put on. See?
Yeah.
You got to figure out how though.
I know how.
There you go. So you can put the dragon head on and wander around with a dragon head.
Okay.
And then inside, the same sort of thing you'll find. First of all, there's a brewing stand. At least in this one, there's a brewing stand right at the back. I'm not sure if they're all the same. This is the first one I've run across. There's a brewing stand right in the back. And then as you go down into the main hold of the ship, you'll find here's another soldier, a couple of chests.
Now, is he not flying out at me because I am in creative?
Because you're in creative mode, yeah. So you're
not
much of a threat. I can.
No. I'm good. Yeah. I don't have any defense.
Look in the item frame here.
Okay. Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
Middle click on that, so you pick it up and take the stupid dragon head off, would you? Takes too much space. All right. So that is elytra or elytra. I'm not sure how they want you to pronounce it. These are wings.
So that means I can
allow
fly?
you to sort of fly. So if turn around and look at me.
Okay.
See how I have them on my back.
Okay.
I don't actually know how these work exactly. I think no, I'm flying normally. There's a way to make it work. What I think I'm gonna do is put myself. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Nope.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I kind of flew at the bottom. So they don't really fly. They're more like a wingsuit.
Ah, okay. You glide.
So if you Yeah. So
And Grim's saying you have to be in survival. So all right. So what? How
yeah.
do I
So
equip
put them
them?
on.
Oh.
Hit E. Go to your. There you go. Put them on like
Ow.
a chest piece, and then well, you're gonna find out.
Well, I got hit and I'm flying.
Yeah, but you're okay. There you go. And now, see,
Oh.
look at that, you're flying forward. Look at that.
Wow, that was
Pretty
cool.
cool, huh?
Yeah. Can you transfer me back up there again?
Sure. Let me put myself back in creative.
Because I want to do it in
that
third person
critter.
so you guys can see it out. Check it out.
Why don't we? I'll take you up to the very top of
Yeah.
the very top of the.
That's
of the
actually
building.
really neat.
That'll be the best way to do that.
So I'll show you guys in third person here.
And these do work. In
Ow. All right, there we go.
Oh well, you're still flying from the effect of that creature, but
All right, and then I will fly. All right.
and these will work in the overworld as well.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
look
see?
at that. And look, I can fly up. Oh, it's a glider, yeah.
Yeah, so it's more like a wingsuit / glider than it is, anything else really. Because if you go straight up,
Ow.
Yeah.
I was just
But
trying to
they're
show you
pretty
guys.
cool.
That is really neat. That is really
Let's
cool.
see, where did you go?
I'm way over here. Oh, there you are, Joe. Wow, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of people who are already playing around with flying in videos and stuff like that. It is a lot of fun.
Wow. So
But,
now we
but yeah.
finally have a legit way of flying if you're not in creative.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, gliding anyway. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So this is the beginning. There's a lot more in the end. We really kind of touched on a few things. Obviously the purple blocks can be used for anything, and you can take all the stuff back to the overworld if you want to. When you want to go back, so we came to a world that it teleported us to. If we had come to a world or an island rather, these islands are they're all about 1,000 blocks away from the center island, the main home island, and they have smaller islands between them, so you can go between them without too much difficulty. You just have to build your way across. That sort of thing. There's the purple blocks you can build anything you want out of. The islands are separated by distance. If you want to go back and forth, once you go to one, it'll create a portal that you can use to return back to the other.
I gotcha. Okay.
So you can go back and forth. So they're really not that bad to get to. We previously have talked about some of the other changes in 1.9 that are coming. The new arrows, right? You can do arrows that are tipped with different things for different effects. So let me I can show that just real quickly. It's like I'll give you a here's an arrow of I need a bow. I'm gonna shoot you with an arrow of night vision.
I died.
And
Thanks.
killed you. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe just killed me. Nice.
Oh well.
And I back.
And you're back in the overworld.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
Here, I'll bring you back. Oh, I can't bring you back. On vanilla Minecraft, you can't teleport across dimensions.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for killing me.
Yeah, no problem. Here, I'll kill myself. There we go. All right. So now I'll respawn. I should respawn right next to you, I think. Yep.
Hi.
So, but if you look, so right now this server has keep, has item keep on. So we still have our wings, elytras rather, and also take a look at it. They have durability. So if you hit E,
Oh, look at that.
yeah, so they do wear down after a while, and I think they're only available in the ships. I don't know where else you can pick them up. Let's see. I'm looking real quick.
I was trying to. I guess I got to get off a real high surface.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They can be found in End City. One pair of elytras is found within an item frame in each End ship. So they are, I think, only found in the End ships, and they're only found in those End cities. So, but still, really pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff that's been added to it. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to the. Let's see. Oh, I can give you invisibility. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to shoot you.
Ow.
Now you're invisible.
Oh.
Seriously, go to third-person mode. See? You're invisible.
With an arrow stuck in me.
And the wings. Yeah, you have the wings on still, too. But yeah, I think you need quite a bit of speed before you can really use the wings.
It wants to deploy,
So,
but yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool. I'm looking forward to some of the changes. Yeah, it won't quite.
Yeah, I need a little bit more.
Yeah.
But very cool.
Yeah, definitely cool. A lot of cool changes. The new end is really interesting. It makes the end something that's kind of previously all anybody could do at the end was create Enderman farms out of it. That was really it. But now you can do a lot more, obviously. So they're telling me that boats are now multi-people. Oh, look at that. They might be. We can check that out real quick here. Go ahead out to the ocean. See if you can right-click on the boat to get in.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. I don't know who's driving. I
And
think
now
you're
we
driving.
and now we have oars.
Yeah, I think you're driving, though.
Oh, I am?
I don't know what's happening. Oh, wait. I can turn. Oh, hit back or forward.
Whoop.
Press forward.
I am.
Okay, press back. Oh, I got out.
I got out too. All right, now I'm in.
Oh, I see. Okay. You got to hold the left and right buttons together.
Oh, left and right.
So the left and right buttons, each one controls one oar and one controls the other oar. And so yeah, see if you push, we can both control them. So but yeah, that's kind of so you can go a distance. I think I want to say they're more durable now too, or something like that, aren't they? Somebody in the chat room is going to have to remind me. But yeah.
You can see our wings going through the boat.
Oh yeah. Let's see if we run into the ground. Yeah, see, the boat doesn't destroy itself. That's awesome. You know how it used to be anytime you got near the ground, you always destroyed the boat? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. So one is one for one oar, one's for the other.
Right, exactly, yeah. And I think you can put, there's a bunch of stuff like that.
All right. Yeah. And there we go.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff. There's too much stuff to really go through. Really, I wanted to focus on the end this time. There's going to be a lot of major changes. There's a lot of things that some of the blocks do that we just touched on that we haven't really gotten into. Didn't even mention beetroot and beetroot soup and seeds, or dragon's breath, which is a new attack by the dragon. Anyway, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And we previously have talked about shields. We previously have talked about banners. Those, of course, banners I think already exist. Shields are new for this one. And, of course, offhand play, where you can have something in your main hand and something in your offhand, which is really nice. You can have a map in your offhand, and it always is on your screen. That's kind of a nice thing. Anyway, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming in 1.9. No time frame yet.
No.
But based on the last few snapshots mostly being about bug fixes, we're probably getting close.
And now we should answer this question right now because the next follow-up question is going to be,
yes.
Well, 1.9's around the corner. When is the server going to be updated to 1.9? And the answer is always...
It'll depend entirely on how the Spigot team does, because Bucket is effectively disbanded at this point, but how the Spigot team does in terms of updating, and then how the different mod packs that we need for the server to function do. Or, like we did last time, we ended up having to switch a couple of mods because the teams took too long. So we ended up using some alternatives that do the similar things, but not exactly the same. And that ended up working out okay. So it's those two things that we really wait on is the mods that we require for the server to run being available, or alternatives that do the same thing being available, and the actual engine that we have to run the server on coming up.
There you go.
Getting updated first. So
right.
Those two things are really what we're waiting on. Hopefully they'll be quick. Usually the Spigot team is really fast. They probably have Snapshot-based dev versions already. It's usually the plugins that we have to wait the longest on.
All right.
Unfortunately.
There's your official answer, guys. Now, don't worry. We'll have to answer that question multiple times. I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. It will be asked. I'm going to say at least once a week after it's officially out. Probably more than that. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yes. All right, you guys. Well, it is now time for our favorite part of the program, and that is time for Pack Picks.
It is time for everyone's
there's a voice.
favorite segment on Minecraft Me. Lo and behold, the Almighty. No, I'm just messing with you. It's time for Pack
This is time where you guys send in your favorite packs that you're playing with right now. Either it could be a resource pack, so it changes the textures of the game. It could be a mod that you guys are using. No invisibility mods, no flying mods. We don't want to see those because that means you're cheating. But yes, we have your suggestions. And this one comes into the show today from JetFlexer, and it is called the OCD Resource Pack. Now, I believe we've done a lot of these. I'm not sure if we've actually covered the OCD pack or not, but I know we haven't done so in 1.8.
Sounds really familiar.
Yes. But we will go ahead and show it off. So I went ahead and enabled it. I'm going to hit done here. And the cool thing is it changes the whole aspect of your game. So we're back in. And right away, you could see a lot of bright and vibrant colors. And we're just outside of the spawn area right now. But I'm going to go ahead and walk into our texture pack pick museum right now. So I'm going to walk.
It's also nice because it's only a 16 by, so it doesn't take very long to load.
Oh, no, it's very lightweight. That's one of the best things.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this before.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, we've done this pack before.
We have. Well, we haven't done it in 1.8.
Yeah.
We haven't done it in 1.8.
That is true. We haven't.
No. But what you're saying, Joe, is we've done it before, so what you're saying is you're not a fan. The way you said it makes me feel like you're not a fan.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of photorealism packs. This is a little bit too far the other way. I think what we said before is this is a good pack if you're running it on a low power system.
Yes.
If you have a computer that's lower end or you're running it on I don't know if their texture packs are compatible with Raspberry Pi Edition or not. But anyway, if you're running it on a lower powered system, maybe one of those inexpensive micro boxes, something like that. This would be a good pack for that because it doesn't. I mean, it's clearly low resolution.
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't be using this.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, and it's starting to come back to me now. It gives me a headache. And it's giving me a headache right now as we speak. But that being said, if you're running a low-end system for Minecraft, I think this is great. And I would recommend it for those low-end system users or those users who like the vibrant colors and the big bolded lines. For me, I'm not a fan of it. It's just it gives me a headache. Maybe it's the colors.
My recollection is the best part of it was the redstone stuff.
Yeah.
The redstone stuff was really simple, easy to see. It worked reasonably well, and it was good for that.
Oh,
so
redstone
if you're doing a lot
is
of redstone,
great.
Yeah, if you're doing a lot of redstone dev, a lot of redstone work, and you know FPS matters. FPS matters more than appearance. This is probably a pretty good option. But yeah, I mean the redstone lines are super clear. It's easy to see what's activated. It's pretty easy to see which stage the switches are at or the repeaters are at. The last pack we did, remember I said that the killer for me was the lamps.
Yeah.
Just were bad. This one clearly doesn't have that problem. The lamp is really obvious. If you turn around, you can see.
Boom.
It's to your left further.
Boom.
There you go. There's the lamp. You can see it's really obvious when it turns on and off. So it's good for that.
It's good for that only.
But yeah, so redstone is for me at least the redeeming quality. It's good for redstone work. I don't think I could use it for much more than that.
So other than if you're doing redstone, thumbs up. If you're not doing thumbs up and you're into the style, then
if you're
awesome
not doing
for
redstone, thumbs not so up.
But too bolded for me. It gives me a headache. I unfortunately will give it a thumbs down. The only asterisk to the thumbs down is if you're using a low end system and you're looking for a change of scene, then yeah, I would recommend it for those people. But even if you're on a low end system, you may want to steer away.
I just found something that scares me.
All right, where are you at?
It's not really related to the pack.
Oh, okay. Well, whoa.
What's with the chickens in the cauldrons?
KFC? I mean,
that's
I mean, KFC.
it's a little bit. Usually they don't have as many feathers when they go in for that. I'm just yeah, it's a little creepy.
Yeah.
And they're spitting out eggs every once in a while. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, like you were saying, I'm with you 100% on that. It's not a great pack for most use, but for redstone work, for that sort of thing, I think it's okay. I just I see what you mean by giving you a headache.
Yeah, it's already
especially when you fly up a little ways and look at it.
And the other thing too, I think our spawn manor looks beautiful, but inside with this pack, it looks bad, and
yeah, it does not
look great. So anyway, that is our. I'm giving a thumbs down. Joe, thumbs down.
Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs down.
All right, 2 thumbs down from us. But thanks though for sending it in, Jetflexer. Much appreciated. But we're gonna send in.
It's always good or bad. It's always good to see more packs. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's
what's going on in the Geek Gamer Dome. Let's check it out. As we see, there's Mad Cookie at the door. Lots of fireworks going off. Ah, yes, the ball has dropped. 2016 is here. And of course, you got to have the fireworks if you're celebrating New Year's, right, Joe?
Yeah, right.
What's this over here? Let's look at it. There's a no sign, and what's it say here? This says no chicken eggs, please. So people are going to throw snowballs. No, and enchantments and all that. So there you go. Happy New Year, everybody in the community. Happy 2016 to all of you. And look, some floating orbs. Don't set those off.
Well, those are the current version of the end. What are these things? End things.
Big props to all.
We just talked about them in the show.
Yeah, big props to you guys joining us on the show this week. Alan 4 Names, Wind Dancer, Demonic Donuts, Glacial Grim Reaper, Cadle 333, Lord Dude, Dead Digger, Mad Cookie, Desert Rose, Mr. Buzz, Fuzzy Cupid, Norm's Girl, I'm Soze XI79, Payback, JGeek W, Pinkie Pie, Jess, Joseph LA 980, Red Hot Dogs, Melon Max, Sir Chaos, Purple Trap 14, and Tammy Tam 55. Thanks to all of you. Let me get out of there before my head explodes. There you go. And there we go. From the Geek Gamer Dome in beautiful Minecraft Me World. So there we go. Awesome stuff, you guys. Thanks for joining us. But that's not all. There's one more final segment to the show, and that is the Minecraft Me messages. So let's open up the mailbag. Here we go.
It's time to dip in the old mailbag. It's time.
Minecraft Me messages.
Send in your questions, comments, feedback, anything you like. MinecraftMe at geekgamer.tv, or you can head over to our webpage and send your messages in that way. And sometimes you guys will send us just random questions, like the one that came in from Clano8 says, "Hey, dear Chase and Joe, can you do the show a little earlier? I'm a kid, so my dad has the computer locked up at 8 o'clock. I live in Texas, so when you do the show, it starts at 7:30. Ah, gotcha. Well, good news is, at least it's a download, right? Sorry, man. Love to do it earlier. Sometimes we get started early, sometimes we don't, so apologize for that. Next question comes in from Great Britain, Joe. Ollie Wally says, "Dear Chase and Joe, I was wondering if you could help me. For Christmas, I got some money from my mom and dad." Is that how they say it over there across the pond? My mom? Mom? My budget is $800. I hope, is that pounds or US dollars?
800. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because 800 pounds will buy you a pretty good computer.
Yeah, well, $800 US dollars, you could still get something decent. Because
you can get a pretty good machine there.
Yeah.
You can, there's a couple different ways to go. You really want a computer because it has graphics cards, a lot of RAM, and fast clock speeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, this helps also, if this helps on my old laptop, I had a lot of games on it, and I need a lot of storage.
So for $800,
if it was pounds, then you're good, man. You are good.
Yeah, $800, you can still build an okay budget system if you want. If you're up for building it.
Now, is he saying
you're not up for building it? If you want to buy a system,
right? But he mentions laptop here. So is he wanting to go tower, or does he want to stay portable?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to build it, that's one thing. If you want to stay with the laptop, I know the Asus line of gaming laptops are really good. MSI's got a good line as well.
They're expensive.
They're expensive, but for 800 pounds, if it's 800 pounds, you could probably get a good one. I don't know.
It's still borderline for one of those.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, if you want to build one, you can source parts off all over the place.
Yeah.
And there's a really good website called PC Part Picker, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
And it'll make sure that you, PCPartPicker.com, and it'll make sure that the parts you pick are compatible with each other, and it'll give you the best price for those parts from all different vendors, all different sales places online.
Right.
And putting a machine together, it's really not that hard. If you're not up for it, though, of course, what I would think about doing is buying a lower cost machine, maybe in the $500 range from Dell or something like that.
That's good.
And then buy a video card and add it.
Yep.
You'll get a huge performance boost just from putting a good $200 video card in there. $200 or $300 video card will get you a fantastic system, even if the rest of the computer is pretty low end. Make sure you're picking something that's at least like an i5. Don't go for a Celeron or an Atom. That's just going to be a waste of time. But do like an i5 or a high-end i3 should be good for most gaming. And when I say most gaming, I mean Minecraft and a few other games that are similar in scale. I'm not talking about, you're not going to be able to play Battlefield 4 at full res. You're not going to be able to play GTA 4 at high res with all the settings turned on, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
You can get a system put together that'll get you down that path, but it's going to cost you, you probably could do it for about $1,200 to $1,500. So if you have 800 pounds, you can build a system that'll play those games really nicely. If it's $800 US, it's going to be a little bit tighter. I would say, if you're buying a system, buy something that's medium low range, put a video card in it, maybe some memory if it really needs it, and you should be good to go.
They're great suggestions, Joe. I mean, we're both PC gamers. Those are some great intro and intermediate level. By the way, let us know. Write us back if you're going $800 or 800 pounds. Major difference with
there's a big difference.
Huge difference. Yeah. Last question that we have time for this week. Real simple question from Mad Cookie 33 wants to know, hey, Chase and Joe, what texture pack do we use? Now, I like Faithful 64. It's like Faithful 32, but a little bit more pixels, a little bit more refinement. And it keeps it to the base level look of the game. That's what I usually stick with if I'm not messing around with any kind of shaders. But what about you, Joe? What do you use?
Yeah, I mostly use one of the Faithful packs. I have been using Faithful 32, but yeah, usually the Faithful packs, I just like those a lot better. I don't like the super photorealistic. We've talked about this before, but the Faithful packs all seem really good, and I like that they're the stock textures, so that there's no question as to what things are, but they look nicer and a little bit sharper.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys, if you have your questions that you guys want to send into the show, you see the address below, minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. If you don't want to send us a personal email, you can always use the form that is on our website. Just go to the very top of the page at geekgamer.tv, click on Contact Us, and then fill out this field. We love your comments, your questions. They don't even have to be Minecraft related. As you guys heard, someone wanting to know about running a new system and have some money to spend. So we love your questions and your feedback. Head over to our website or send us a note, minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. Also, while you're here on the page, this is where you can check out all of our content from PAX, from CES from a couple of years ago, all the past issues of Geek Gamer Weekly, Geek Gamer Live, all the different combinations of the names that have changed over the years. You can find it all at geekgamer.tv. You can also find our show on iTunes. Just do a search for Minecraft Me. We have 3 different versions available, MP3, HD, and SD, excuse me. You can also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/geekgamertv. And really, and by the way, you can also find us on Roku. Had some feedback over the past week saying, hey, thank you so much for having a Roku app so I can watch the shows because we block YouTube in our house. So I'm like, hey, that's cool too. So thanks so much for your feedback. Joe, you can follow this guy on Twitter. He hasn't tweeted since the Star Wars movie. But
it's not surprising, is it?
No, I'm not shocked at all. Not shocked at all. But you can follow him on Twitter. He will not, tweet up your Twitter feed at Payback, Payba.
At Falby.
At Falby. Sorry, Payback's your in-game name. My bad.
Yeah.
See how much I don't follow you? I mean, I do
I
follow
know.
you, but I don't see your tweets, so I don't. It doesn't trigger.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can follow me on Twitter at Nunes, Nunes, and my in-game name is Sir Chaos. So if you ever see me around the server, you'll know it's me. We do the show on Sunday evenings, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern at live.geekgamer.tv. You guys have a great new year, 2016, and we will see you guys again next week. For Mr. Joseph Falby, I'm Chase Nunes. Thanks for downloading and watching the show. Keep digging.